Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. And you'll probably be seeing quite a lot of the Curious Expedition. I'm just going to sit on up, bear with me, old man here. Right, so, yeah, you're probably going to see a bit more of the Curious Expedition than I like to put out usually within the week. Simply because there's two things going on with RimWorld Alpha 13 and Forsaken Isle, which are out of my hands for the time being. The first one, being RimWorld Alpha 13, is they haven't, the gentleman behind the EDB interface, aptly known as EDB on the RimWorld forums, has actually brought out a interface mod for the colonists for the top of the bar at the moment, which means that keeping an eye on them is a bit more difficult, and I like to think that it gives you guys something to look at when things start to go wrong as well. It's not just having to keep looking down the side whenever there's a beep or a funny noise. So I'm waiting until that comes out before cracking on with that. And with Forsaken Isle, there's been a slight update and my save file won't load. Now, I've had a quick word with the guy on Twitter, Smoodles, and he's working on a fix for that. So as soon as those two come back up, I will be putting them back out. But at the moment, there is going to be a mini break until those get fixed. So that means more Curious Expedition, probably one every day. Huzzah, huzzah. And hopefully it means I get to do a bit more on my Friday video where I get to play old games, which I've missed doing. And I might look at bringing back something else, or starting something else. I might bring back Project Zomboid, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's crack on. We're on to our fourth explorer now, after we didn't get on very well with Richard Francis Burton. He died by crab. He died by crab. You know, one person every year in the world is killed by a crab. I'm making that up. I don't know. But I figure, you know, it's probably true. You know, just a little nip on the toe and it gets infected and gangrenous, and before you know it, that's it. The leg comes off and they didn't get it in time, and then that's it. Once it gets into your system, you're gone. But anyway, yeah, he's gone. He's kaput. So we're on to Mary Kingsley now, the ethnographic explorer with a unique understanding of native people. She's a pacifist. Reduced aggro chance but can't use weapons in combat. Awesome. She'll be good against crabs. And with her we have a Persian translator. This scholar will improve your communication with indigenous tribes. We have an artist, and we have a good old faithful donkey. We also have a little bit of chocolate, some torches, the empty canvases for the artist to be able to paint, and some shovels. She's probably, so far, my least favourite. I haven't checked out the others recently. I know there's a few which are a bit more appropriate for going out into the deepest, darkest depths of the world and exploring, and, you know, being able to defend oneself. But I suppose that the reduced aggro chance will be good, I presume. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. So, yeah, let's just crack on. Welcome back to the Explorers Club, old friend. Have you heard that we are building a statue to honour the expeditions of our most famous member? Word is that you have a good chance of seeing your likeness on that statue. However, I am afraid to tell you that you are not the only candidate. You and your rivals have 6 expeditions to prove who is the most famous explorer within our club. And we're against Nicola Tesla, Alistair Crowley, Marie Curie, boo, and Ada Lovelace. Now go explore, adventure awaits. And again, as I said, until we complete it on the standard expedition, we're not even going to look at certain death. If I go through all of the explorers and we don't manage to complete it, then I'll just choose my favourite and we'll go for that. So as it stands right now, it's probably going to be Charles Darwin. But we've got plenty of explorers to explore. Ha ha ha. So, you know, who knows? Anyway, let's crack on. And as it's numero uno, we only have the one to go to, the Wohomi jungle in, is that Brazil? Chile? So, yes, Bolivia, maybe? No, Bolivia's down here, isn't it? South America, anyway. We're in South America. Well-balanced region consisting mostly of wide grasslands. A golden period can be found in this region. Let's do this. After getting up very early, I hurried to the harbour. We had some more time before the ship would be ready, so I saw if there was anything I could do. A wealthy foreigner named Sir Dai Ilamejд introduced himself. He explained that he originated from the area of our upcoming expedition before coming to England with an expedition crew. He had meanwhile built up a life here and wanted me to find his wife in his former village and bring her to London. Well, I'm not going to be using an abomination tone this time. That's something I definitely won't be doing. I accepted his request and to find and return his wife. He nodded thankfully and wished us luck. At last the ship was prepared to be put out to sea. Okay. Expedition 1, here we go. The Introductory Quest, which should be easy on paper, as long as I don't use any abomination tones or attack any craps. I was deeply absorbed in my studies about this area as we arrived at our expedition area. We had arrived and it was time to start exploring. Now, where do they keep the golden idols here? Right, okay. So, Shaperji Azmi. Easy. You are an indigenous diplomat. Supposed to be better. Increased the sanity game, investing in villages. We have Sophie Rousseau, beginner artist, increases the quality and value of the created paintings, not too useful. And Mary Kingsley, where we can't see it because it's blocked by the bar at the bottom. Let's just carry on. Thankfully, the wealthy foreigner had marked the location of his former village on our map. I was curious to see if we would find his wife there. And lo and behold, it's the first one. So we have 3 things to find in this section, or in this region. Obviously, the village is the main one there. My fear is, though, we've got this this mountain range here, which is going to block off what we can see from the top. So it might be worth going to the top first. Or do we even get the girl and have some extra capacity? I suppose that would be better. And before we get them, annoyed. Because we're going to start to loot and pillage. Oh, there's one right on the top up there. So let's enter the village. This evening we reached the village, or a village. Its inhabitants apparently were the best scouts known to this region. As we approached the village, we were immediately approached by a native. She introduced herself as Fokowi, and it turned out that she was the wife we were asked to escort back to London. Without further ado, she happily joined our trek and began to show us around her village. Cool. The villagers seemed to be very happy about our appearance and welcomed us with open arms. The natives seemed to have heard pleasant things about us. Upon our arrival, Shaperji Azmi began to converse with the natives. So, I believe the wife takes up a space, which means we are now at capacity for this trek, which is fine. So, there's no need to rest, let's trade. And you're not really offering a lot. We don't want anything. No, nothing at all. We're not able to come to an agreement with the natives, that's fine. Let's get out of here, we've got what we needed. In a heartbreaking ceremony, Fokowi said goodbye to her tribe. As we headed out, she mentioned that she would like to once more visit a holy shrine in the vicinity to receive a blessing for her travel. She marked the location of the shrine on our map. And it is far over in the northeast. That's fine. We'll get there. Let's trek back for the time being. Figure out what this question mark up here is. And it is a old camp. Okay. We found an old campsite, the remains of an expedition that had long failed before us. All the bones we found had been cracked open, and as it seemed, sucked dry. Okay. I was certain there was something to find here. We spread out and searched the area. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. And we've got a map, to go with our shovels, that's interesting, and some rope, which is very useful. So, map. So it is in a mountainy area, which is straight. So it's that one there. That's what it is. Let's go. To treasure digging. And let's use one of those. After many exhausting hours and a broken shovel, we excavated an interesting artifact. Oh, a golden slocker. Never had one of those before. A peculiar golden statuette. The letters slocker are carved on the bottom. A possible indication for some kind of native religious figure. Mine. Thank you. I reckon that's going to be worth a packet. Awesome. Awesome. So, there's not a lot more to explore in this region, yet we are still missing one. I presume, as law of averages go, there are more to the top right of this region which hasn't been discovered than there are towards the bottom and top left. So let's loop around and have a gander. Jeez, she's ugly. We found it. It's a stone circle. So enter the stone circle, and we came across a stone circle that was obviously man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. So let's analyse the inscriptions. We deciphered the inscriptions and found that they would help us to find out more about the location of the shrines in this land. Well, we only have the one, so that was completely useless. Awesome. Awesome. And we're pretty much cut off. We're not going to know what's available in this region until we get there. Oh, we need to rest. Okay. Seat a couple, see how we get on, and get close. When can she actually use these? Not yet. Not yet. And let's go to the next question mark, and we have found the golden pyramid. There's 4 bits in this region. We know where that is. Let's get up onto the... We're not going to make it to the shrine, are we? We need to be able to rest somewhere, ideally. How much is it back? 25. And Nikolai Tesla's getting pretty close to being first. Let's eat both chocolates. We can always buy more. And let's get up onto the hill. That's the word I'm looking for, the hill. Right. Right. How are we going to do this? We got a butterfly. We're going to go to there, and then we're going to go to there, and hope to God this is somewhere we can rest. I think that's the play here. And I think it is. Let's explore the springs. We arrived at natural hot water springs. The water tasted salty, very likely from geothermal groundwater. Right. Right. Okay, here's the plan. Let's leave. Let's upgrade Sophie Rousseau so she paints better pictures. So she's now a advanced artist, is that? Yeah, you have to take my word for it. An advanced artist, so her painting will be worth more. Let's explore the springs again and paint the landscape. Sophie Rousseau agreed to create a painting of this wonderful site and began her work. The view. Began her work on the view. A few hours later, her painting was finished, which captured the beauty of this place quite skillfully. Awesome. So we've got something else we can take back. Yeah, cool. So let's rest overnight. We settled down and told the people to rest. It seemed like everyone had lost hope. We'd barely managed to collect enough wood to light a campfire. We heard something rustle the bushes nearby. We were surprised to see natives, painted in bright colours. Let's invite them to their camp, why not? We invited them to join us. They gladly accepted and sat down, sharing stories by the warming fire. So we can't recruit anyone. We can have a look about trading. We might have to get rid of stuff. Now, the map is used. It's a second-hand map. Will they accept anything for it? They will! The fools! The fools. How much is the blue mushroom worth? And can we take a couple of those? Can we take one mango? What about if we got rid of a shovel and took 2 more mangoes? So it's 1 shovel. No, it's not even 1 shovel for 1 mango. That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, 2 mangoes. So I can get away with a mango and a mushroom for the map. That's a deal. That's the best deal ever. We invited them to join us. I've read that bit. So we'll sleep. The natives stood up, thanked us for the hospitality, and headed into the darkness of the night. No, thank you, thank you. Everyone enjoyed the stay here a lot. Mist lay heavy on the land as we prepared to head out again. Let's leave and let's eat the mango. Are you aggroed? Well, so much for you being less aggroed. Reduced aggro chance, but can't use weapons in combat. Because you've aggroed the hyena. Awesome. No, this is the way I want you to go. Over the hills and far away. 49. That's the only way we can go. Hopefully the hyenas can't follow us over the hills. That's the plan. No, that's a bad plan. Let's explore. What could possibly go wrong? We arrived at a magnificent waterfall. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water cooled down the air, creating a fresh breeze. So let's paint the landscape again. Sophie Rousseau agreed to create a painting of this wonderful sight and began to capture the landscape. A few hours later, her painting was finished, and I could see she was rather proud of the outcome. And let's rest again. I told to pack down the trek and allowed everyone to rest. We were at the brink of collapse. Even the warming flames of the campfire had a hard time to ease our minds. Tonight we were not alone. The sound of beating drums echoed through the jungle as we stared into the flames of the campfire. And let's rest up. It doesn't look like they're getting any closer, which I think is a good thing. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the rumbling of the falling water. The natural beauty of this place was breathtaking. And we're going to rest once more. We prepared camp and allowed everyone to rest. Our morale was low as we sat by the fire. This was truly a special land, and we were curious as to what wonders would await us here. Yes, I said that correctly. And the hyena's not getting any closer, which is a good thing. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the rumbling of the falling water. This was truly a beautiful place. And let us leave. And let us go to the cave. Hopefully the hyena won't follow. He's still aggro, but he seems to be stuck by the water. Dumb doggy. Dumb. And let's go on in. We approached a cave. The entrance seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to explore its secrets. Well, let's use said torch. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We arrived at a small cavern filled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The skeleton of what must have been a French explorer stared at us through hollow eye sockets. And let's investigate. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. And we have... well, we're definitely going to take the dynamite, because we're probably going to be using that against the hyenas. And we've got the rope, so... But we could use the climbing gear. Let's drop the rope, take the machetes and the climbing gear. I think that makes sense. And let us leg it back up to... There's no easy way around this. What would happen if we went the long way around? 35. What about if we went to there? No, because he's going to cut us off there, so I'll get rid of that. Let's go to there. What if we went... Jeez, okay. To there. 47. 64. All to try and avoid... the hyenas. Let's do it. Let's use up those machetes. That'll clear a space for the golden idol we collect. Are you going to follow me now? You're not aggro now, are you, after all that? Oh well, better safe than sorry. We arrived at a long-forgotten shrine. Its stone walls were covered with ornate engravings. A circle of dried-up blood had been drawn around the whole structure as a warning for anybody that dared to enter here. The structure showed some long cracks, but it seemed secure enough to explore. Oh, we can paint the shrine as well. Let's do that. Let's paint the shrine. Sophie Rousseau set up her equipment and began her work at the shrine. Okay. After some time, her work was done, and I could see she was rather proud of the outcome. Awesome. So that's 3 now, isn't it? Brilliant. Let's enter the shrine. We had found a sacred altar room. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. Please don't have too much good stuff. Ooh, it's one of those again, the Shrine Pendulum. A peculiar artifact which reacts when being close to a shrine. We're going to take the skull. Do I drop the shovels? Because, as far as I'm aware, they're only useful when you have a map. And we don't have any maps. And as it turns out, the paint is coming pretty useful. So let's get rid of the shovels. We'll take the Shrine Pendulum. So we're leaving something. So that will appease the gods, maybe? This was not a day of hesitation. We secured the treasure. The moment we attained the treasure, the earth began to shake wildly. We hurried outside as the shrine was swallowed by the earth and huge mountains erupted from the ground. Well, what do you know? Oh, look, it's going mental. It's going mental. That's good. Well, I suppose, yeah, when you don't know what something is, if you're near it, then you'll see it starting to jiggle, and you'll know you're near a shrine if it doesn't come up on the map at the top. Which, yeah, I suppose is not too bad. You're not aggroed still. So we really just need to get over here, really, and hopefully we'll make it back without anyone going doolau. Here we go. We've done it, and I think we're going to come in second. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment, overcoming all the obstacles we had yet survived. I pursue knowledge with unbroken devotion. Let's enter the pyramid. After weeks of travelling, euphoria overcame me. I knew that this name, Mary Kingsley, would be forever remembered. Yeah, couldn't quite get my words out there. And let's finish that expedition off. That was a decent expedition. I really thought we were going to have our asses handed to us at one point when those hyenas were on us, but apparently not. So we've got the Golden Pyramid, and we came second, which is awesome. So I think we're going to be sort of in the middling range at the moment once everything's been handed in, but we do have a lot of stuff to sell and pull in for fame, which is cool. This is wonderful. Right, so what perks can we have? Black Market, access more gear when equipping your trek before heading out into the unknown. We have Geography, gives additional information about your region. And we have Jungle Explorer, reduce movement costs in thick jungle. Geography I wasn't too impressed with. It told you what was in the region, but it doesn't tell you what they are, or where they are. So in conjunction with the buff, so it's not really that useful. Black Market, access to more stuff, but you need to have a lot of money, which we will do this time round, but I can't guarantee that every time. And Jungle Explorer, that's good, but you can't always guarantee you're going to have jungles. Black Market. We'll go with Black Market. And we are just about second. Geez, 7 in it. What? Who was he sleeping with? It's you, isn't it? It's you. Okay. So we have the Butterfly Collection of 2, I believe. Yeah. So we'll gift that because it's worth more fame. The Mushroom will sell. The skull will have to gift. The golden slocker will gift as well. So that means we overtake him, which is good. And then we don't have a lot of funds. We have 50 funds. Which could be chocolate. We got pretty decent gear still. And it's worth quite a lot of fame over funds. It's a shame you can't break them down. No, can't break them down. Because I would have given 2, or given 1 and had 2 to sell. Do I want the funds? Do I want the funds? Or do I want the fame? Jeez. I think I want the funds. We're just ahead, so that's fine. This object will fetch a good price. I'm sure it will. And there we go. That is the first expedition down. A lot better than I thought it would be, in all honesty. Well, couldn't ask for much more, really. I've had good starts before, though, and you've seen where it takes me. So, we'll see. No hopes on this one. No hopes, because you set the bar high, and you can only be disappointed. It can only smack you in the face, that bar, right across the nose. So we'll leave it at that for the time being. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, a like is appreciated, and I shall catch you on the next one. Take it easy.